An ace is the most satisfying sound in the entire game. It is enough to tolerate a negative RR game, and apparently the only sound sweeter is the sound of a replay system, according to this Valorant post. It gives a feeling like no other, and it's 100% worth throwing around for. Oh, was it my ace? Okay, I'm going. We can easily collect them when we play with Catitude. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get an ace in this video. Catastrophically. We've got aim techniques. Rumble in the concrete jungle. Slapping lessons. Napping and focus advice. And meowny meowny more. My name is Petting Cat, and this is the Way of the Meowster. Deadtime Catalyst. In this chapter, we are going to learn how to shoot super fast, all while taking our time. When you lose a fight, is it because you're missing good aim? No, it's because you're not catastrophic. You need to be like a cat chasing a laser pointer. In battle, all that matters is the first person to land the killing blow. And there are 4 steps to do this. Anticipate. Move crosshair. Meow crow adjust. And click to fire. The time it takes to complete this 4-step process is called dead time. The player with the fastest dead time wins. We can achieve an extremely fast dead time by using techniques like crosshair placement and pre-aiming. By anticipating enemy contact at an angle, we can aim at it and complete steps 1 and 2 of dead time before battle even begins. Using an angle as a target speeds up our dead time by shortening the distance required for the micro adjustment shot. We can attain even higher catastrophic levels of dead time with this law. The angle is a target. The angel is an enemy? No, the angle is a target. The angle needs to be petted? Yeah, something like that. Just get to the angle quickly and you can either hold it or you can just attack it and you might get a kill anyway. We can catalyze our dead time with an angle, but what if we need to transfer our aim to another angle? Our crosshair is dead until it reaches the next target angle, hence the name dead time. Now I am going to reveal to you the reason why you are not catastrophic and lose your fights. You just have to aim faster. Okay, relax. When they know where you are, you just need to be better and aim faster. Sometimes you have to be a little different and use your big brain to anticipate contact at an angle, and that's right, aim there faster.
Damn, nice, bro.
Multiple targets, multiple angles, no time. What do we do?
Elbow.
Aim faster.
Oh, he sucks.
Well, that's why you're the Meowster. This is the formula for speed, and when we rearrange it for dead time, we can see that a shorter dead time can be achieved by either decreasing the distance, as we have already seen, or by increasing the speed of our aim. Most of us do not even realize how often we are transferring our aim to different targets. There is a transfer dead time to get our crosshair to the dead time angle so that we can get a fast dead time shot on our enemy. It's dead timeception. A dead time within a dead time. Dead timeception, or aiming fast, is the second catalyst for dead time. It may seem like we are trading precision for speed, however in the aim routine section I will show you noobs how to fight catastrophically. Okay, to summarize this section, we learned that fast dead times win battles, and the 2 catalysts of dead time are targeting an angle and speeding up our aim with dead timeception. In the next chapter, we are going to explore the 3 pillars of aim and how to use our new dead time laws. Okay, man, sorry. So we can use our new dead time claws to scratch every chin in Valorant. The 3 pillars of aim. Aim could be split into 3 categories. Each of these categories are pillars that are essential to survive in Valorant. The 3 pillars of aim are clicking, target switching, and tracking.
Both on me.
The pillars of aim are similar to how a cat uses their physical adaptations to survive. They have a strokeable fur coat and a long stretchy tongue to clean it and communicate meows with. But when the hunt is on, the default settings suddenly activate. A cat will relentlessly use its adaptations to switch between stalking, smacking, chasing, and back to smacking again.
Why are you coming fast?
And it will keep doing this skillful pivoting between its evolutionary physical adaptations until the hunt is over. To have mastery of aim, we must also relentlessly swap between the 3 pillars of aim. The 3 pillars of aim are the baseline of aim, and you can build each of these pillars as high as you want. However, Valorant has its own minimum pillar level requirements that assist with its natural selection. I have listed 4 prerequisites that are on these pillar levels, which completely cover every scenario you will face in Valorant. It is very important that our ability to perform the 4 requirements are consistent, comfortable, and effortless. To battle frequently occurring scenarios, we will constantly be pivoting between the 3 pillars of aim, making the ability to pivot essential to survive. Clicking is the ability to hit your target with a single click. Clicking has the highest pillar requirement, and so we have an additional rapid transfer element which will allow us to have an exceptionally fast dead time. To clear this requirement, all we have to do is enter this 30-degree segment and transfer our crosshair from one bot to the next within a 4-bullet rifle burst. Or even better, hit perfect shots with semi-automatic weapons. We must also be able to do this at close, medium and long ranges. At longer ranges, it is acceptable to take a bit more time on the adjustment. Here are some applications of tap transferring. It is very important to remember our new law. Targeting an angle is a catalyst for dead time. What that's going to mean is, so in some scenarios, this rapid transfer target requirement could be just from an angle to another angle, or holding an angle and transferring onto an enemy that swings. We use rapid target transferring in scenarios such as clearing an angle, multi-kill cash outs, team wipes, jiggle shots, backstab team wipes, spray transfers, general mistake recovery, and of course getting an ace catastrophically. As you can see, rapid tap transferring causes catastrophic damage to the enemy seemingly from out of nowhere. Okay, requirement 2. Tracking and emergency. This is going to be our big eyes and big nose. The tracking skill is traditionally responsible for keeping our crosshair on a moving target. However, Valorant is a low time to kill game, so we do not get to exercise it on an enemy much. However, tracking is responsible for tracing an angle, which is one of the most important skills in the game. We can trace a corner by holding our crosshair at an angle and tracking it with the opposite of our own movement. To clear this requirement, trace around a bot comfortably from close, medium and long ranges. And we also need to be able to apply additional torque to our aim for an emergency micro adjustment. So this step is actually exactly the same as target switching, which is the 3rd requirement. However, it's really important to be able to break a habit and quickly pivot in between the 2 requirements. So I just want to make sure that's clear, that you can trace and then quickly pivot into a target transfer. Here's an example of a player who doesn't have enough torque to apply to their tracking and cannot adjust to the swinging enemy. Okay, requirement number 3, target switching. This is going to be your tail. Target switching is the ability to deal with multiple targets in a short period of time. Change of direction, change of pace, and grit are what catastrophic meowments are made out of. Comfortably reposturing onto another angle with a low dead time is a testament to Darwin's theory of evolution. Athletes know this and spend their entire lives maintaining agility. To clear this, go to the middle of a bomb site and just swipe your crosshair to common danger angles like main, CT, heaven, head glitches, and ensure you have enough mobility to pivot onto a micro correction while you're in your extended arm position, because it can get awkward. Examples of this are spray transfers, 180s to kill a flanker, more mistake recovery, and all out brawling for an ace. Catastrophically.
Satchel out. One enemy remaining. Spike down A. Talk about collateral damage.
Okay, requirement 4, hitting dynamic targets, our claws. Dynamic targets are moving targets. This requirement is a subcategory of each of the 3 pillars, but the difference is that the target is moving. People emerge from the corners all the time. I think 95% of our fights are going to be from an enemy swinging, and we're going to have to be able to quickly catch them. It's just part of the game. There's no avoiding it. We need to practice our dynamic strafing targets. To clear this requirement, we need to tap transfer on strafing bots. However, do not track the bot and wait for it to stop and then shoot. We have to shoot while it's moving, because in theory when an enemy stops, their inaccuracy stops and they will shoot to kill. So when they stop, they probably shot you and killed you already, so you need to kill them while they're moving. Okay, as demonstrated by the clips, 4 prerequisites are the answers to every scenario that is constantly demanded by the game, and they must be performed consistently, comfortably, and effortlessly. EDPI is a sensitive topic, and we play for fun at the end of the day, so I'm not going to try and convince you to change anything, but the exercises that I've prepared for you are based on the 3 pillars of aim, and designed to seamlessly fuse into each other and push its ferocity even further. The ability to combine the 3 pillars of aim, one after the other, seamlessly is the determining factor that dramatically shortens their time and promotes a flow state to survive and conquer our deadly endeavors. A warm-up is used for priming flexibility in our muscles and joints and calibrating our shots, but we can also take this opportunity to do something a lot of us neglect, which is to awaken our body to output physical effort. To help you imagine this, picture an ice cube being suddenly placed down the neck of your top. The image is there, but you cannot form the body reaction of shivers, goosebumps, and cringe without the physical stimulus. This means we need a physical solution to trigger our body's response. It's the same with aim. Will you be bothered to whip your arm and suddenly stop 5 times in a row when it's time to seize the meowment? This initial pre-warm-up will act like the ice cube or the physical stimulus, and it will calibrate our botheredness to aim faster, which will significantly speed up our dead time. Okay, so the first one, we're going to go to an extremely low sensitivity and create large movements with our arm and our shoulders and our elbow. And remember, we are trying to lower our dead time, so we want to get to each bot as fast as possible. So you're going to whip it. You're going to have to whip it 5-6 times just to get across the screen. Acknowledge how your bicep pulls and your elbow shifts forward when you turn left, and how your tricep extends and your shoulders come out when you turn right. Remember, we are trying to actively think about your acceleration and your braking power when you do these movements. And also notice how this long stroke motion is also similar to how you stroke a cat. We're stroking the cat in this exercise. Okay, extremely high sensitivity. So this is the same, but we're going to use focus on our wrist and our fingers. So you can also adjust your aim with your fingers as well as your wrist, and this is going to really awaken your readiness and your hyper awareness for your micro adjustment precision. And if you really think about it, this is also similar to how you would scratch your cat's chin. Inside pit 180s. Just enter the pit and eliminate all the bots. Don't worry about dead time. Just get used to how your arm moves when you're doing a 180 or a 270, and take your time making precision shots. It's just a pre-warm-up. We're going to do the dead time shots in the main warm-up exercises. The stalking cat. So you know how cats like to just sit on a high ledge and just watch like menacingly, right? We're going to do the same. We're Omen. They're going to get on that beam and just watch these bots, but we're going to also shoot. And you want to practice these tip taps with your feet. Really hard to stay on these tight beam. Just like a cat would have to balance, you're going to have to balance and work on your vertical adjustments. Really good for unlocking your wrist and your fingers. Rapid tap transfer or rapid cat slaps. You know, when cats get angry, you go pat, 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 pat. That's what we're going to do now. Just keep tapping on bots, focus on precision till you get bored. You're naturally going to want to speed up and then just let it flow. Okay, next is target switching with drones. Just eliminate and acquire the next target as fast as possible. Try and control your spray. Okay, next is 30-degree wipeout. One triangle is 30 degrees. Focus on one triangle and eliminate every bot that's inside it. So any target within the 30-degree angle should be instantly flicked and clicked on, just like the rapid tap transfer requirement. This triangle is just instant death. I don't think you even need to micro adjust. Okay, regular rumble. Rumble is the skill that just set me free from doubt. I never doubted myself again after this drill. It allowed me to embrace the mayhem of catastrophe, and I'm not kidding. So I have named this drill Rumble because cats don't listen to anyone, and they do what they want, and they won't even open their eyes if they don't respect you. But when the cats get into the petting session, they're just fully in tandem with our hand, and we'll just follow our hands wherever we go, and they'll do it all while purring, or aka rumbling like a Ducati bike. So you just enter the pit right in the middle of all the bots, and you just start tapping them slowly. Make sure you throw some lefts, some rights, and 180s, quick 180s both ways. You can switch to spraying as well. You don't have to keep tapping. You can spray, and eventually you wanna start going faster and faster until you start getting to about 80 to 85% accuracy. At some point you'll be able to go so fast that you might as well be spraying. Your recoil inaccuracy will be is the thing that will be stopping you from going even faster. But even then, you'll be able to manage this recoil inaccuracy into your gameplay, and you can go further beyond that. It's a very interesting mechanic, I'd say. Like there's no confirmation to it. It's just pure experience that's flowing through when you start hitting shots with the inaccuracy. Everywhere you look is just certain death, and then we could take this to the next level with the new agent ISO. When you press E, he spawns even more targets, so you can kill a bot and then flick up. You got another vertical flick adjustment there, and then you can do even more. Make sure you do this with strafing bots. It will allow you to practice your talk and catching strafing enemies. Okay, so those are the warm-up exercises to help promote a skillful pivot between the 3 pillars of aim. How do you know if you're ready? Just watch one of your sickest clips or a Jarso video and tell yourself you can do that too. If you do not feel any doubt, then you are confident and ready. The best Valorant can only ever be played with confidence, and this warm-up will give you exactly that. Okay. That's the warm-up done. If you feel like you're an absolute noob and cannot hit headshots, I'm going to teach you something that you can use in all walks of life. It's called confidence, and confidence is the accumulation of successful repetitions. So for the example of Valorant, aim is a skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Confidence comes from successful repetitions. You just gotta keep accumulating successful headshots over and over and over until it's just a regular thing. You don't think anything of it. Chopping onions, academia, athletics, skilled people dedicate time to honing their skill and accumulating successful repetitions. What appears to be overwhelmingly impossible for most people, a confident person will be able to take the same scenario and instinctively know how they can divide the problem into smaller tasks and utilize their pillars for each of them to finish the job. No one can do it better than them, and the whole world knows it too. The reason why is because a confident person has done it so many times that they are able to physically and mentally simulate the same vibe they used when they diligently train their skills, and so when it's demanded next, it's just another repetition for them. With that said, 100 bots is your factory that pumps out repetition and produces non-stop confidence. You're gonna keep doing this until you feel like you can walk with catitude. If you're an absolute noob, just do this 15 times, 100 bots 15 times. I know that's 1,500 bots, but you gotta put the time in. 100 bots. 100 bots are very simple. There are 2 primary things to focus on when training. The first thing we should practice is precision. This is where we take the extra time to target confirm. The second one is dead time, where we try to hit the target as fast as possible. Strafing in between bots is best practice because it will assist with aiming as well as act as an evade from enemy fire. The bots in this range not only simulate enemy agents, but also map angles. The angle is a target. 15 sets of this can be mind-numbing, so I've prepared some variations for you which will train all 3 pillars of aim. We've got menu elevation, lateral 60 degrees, long range, inside the pit, ray satchel, cat stalking on the beam. The floor is lava.
Crazy.
Cage tracing.
Open up the sky.
Neon tracking. ace combat. Next, we are going to take a look at the most powerful skill that complements aim, focus. Okay, we've learned how to get a fast dead time, now let's get a deadly dead time. We can use focus for many things, but we're just going to cover gunplay and get those 5 frags back to back for the ace in this video. And I'm going to show you how to do it with dead time. Step 1, anticipation is approximately 80% of aim and about 95% of the entire game. It becomes its own complex mind game, and the only way to speed up our thinking is with in-game hours. So we are going to skip all of that and just summarize anticipation as deciding an angle where we anticipate enemy contact. Focus is very strongly reliant on anticipation because it will tell us when to focus. If you're curious like a cat and would like to know more about how you can anticipate and manipulate an enemy's anticipation, check out my petting Valorant guide. I'm going to say it again because you probably just heard it and never listened. Anticipation is 80% of aim. It is extremely important that you are expecting contact, because after that all you have to do is follow the last 3 steps of dead time, which is physical aim. After we anticipate that danger is coming, we can lock in. Locking in is an active process. We have to actively tell our conscious mind to flick the switch, and what happens in that moment is we are going to use selective attention to ignore irrelevant information and distractions. Most of the screen will become peripheral vision and our aim performance will increase. We will be fully absorbed into this one target angle, and all we have to do is concentrate on one thing: kill whatever crosses this corner. You have to intensely watch this angle, and the only thing you're going to think about is your intent to frag. Do not hesitate or doubt your aim or worry about a goofy play that the enemy might make. Whatever appears on your screen is just certain death. You've trained for this. It's just like that 30-degree wipeout drill. You can be ready for 1 more, 2 more, 100 more. Everyone will die.
Help!
You okay?
One enemy.
What were you asking?
Good job.
Thanks.
What the fuck?
Match.
To practice focus, play deathmatch with non-one-shot weapons. This exercise is not easy and it takes extreme discipline. To rank the weapons from easiest to hardest, we've got a Bulldog, Ghost, Spectre, and Classic. Playing a deathmatch with these weapons forces you to respect all the good habits that you know and will make you think of every trick in the book. Using a Classic is extremely hard, but it is our trusty sidearm and totally dependable in a clutch situation. If you get frustrated easily, just count and assist as a kill, because if it was a rifle headshot, it would have been an elimination anyway. When you play a deathmatch with these weapons, your focus will increase on your angle exposure, throwing off swing timing, managing multiple enemies, patience, map threat zones, and your priority is no longer top fragging, but it is now battle tendency. Okay, let's go full cycle and bring it all together now. We can attain a fast dead time by shortening the distance or increasing the speed of our aim adjustment. We can anticipate contact at an angle and immediately acquire the angle as a target. This technique is also called dead timeception, as both laws of speed are used, making it to the power of 2. We can use the 3 pillars of aim to train and promote a flow that allows relentless and skillful pivoting between each skill. We learned that we should also try to activate our botheredness to apply rapid physical movement when we warm up. We also learned that we can build confidence in our aiming skill by accumulating successful repetitions. And lastly, we learned that we can use hyperfocus to enter selective attention, which will increase our aim performance but will cost us in game information. Without game information, this will affect our anticipation, which will then lower our dead time. So we have to manage our focus appropriately. And that brings us back to the start of dead time again, and also to the end of this video. If you learned anything new or enjoyed the bad cat jokes, leave a like on this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will probably explain them further in another video. So subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Catch you later.